First tattoo, I was 18 years old, and it was this simple heart right here. After that, I was kind of like addicted. Kat Von D has basically done everything on my arm. She came to Finland at this festival in Turku called Ruis Rock. That's when I got an idiot on my ass. This one here is one of Kat Von D's first ones. She's like, let me just doodle on your arm, it's a surprise. So I basically had to look this way for 4 hours. She's just doing it free-handed, and I had no clue. Like, I seriously thought she was putting like a dump truck on my arm. It turned out to be a hot-looking chick with a heartogram on her arm, and then it says Nymphetamine, which is a Cradle of Filth album, which is probably my favorite album they've done. Everybody who I let tattoo me, I kind of, I've always trusted. The only thing that I'm kind of worried about is who has a heavy hand or not. You don't want to be a wimp and be like, oh, dude, that hurts, like you just have to take their heavy hand pain, The ribs here, that was 8 hours of just pure hell. It was the most satisfying once it was done, because finally you're just so relieved that 8 hours has gone by and you took that much pain for that long.
I would definitely say the most regrettable is this here.
Andy McCoy drew this as a joke because he said, where are you from? I said, I'm from Philly. He's like, you're from Philly? Well, you're a North Philly faggot. And then we started laughing. So he gave me a dick with a bullet coming out, and it says Galores, which means all the way in Spanish.
It's like the thickest and the darkest one out of all of them. It's like the most noticeable.
Full-blown, like, pirate jail tattoo you could ever have.
I don't like it because it's a penis with a bullet coming out of it, which is kind of okay, but I just don't like that it says faggot. I think it's offensive. And I have a lot of gay friends. I don't want them to see that.
Yeah, but, hey, man. I got this the night before our wedding in Philadelphia, and Kat, of course, always has her tattoo gun on her wherever she goes, so I got, this is one of my favorite hymn songs, and I was so drunk at the time that I spelled it wrong. It said Silligum, Silligum, Diaboli, and she's like, that's your favorite song? I'm like, yeah, for sure. She's like, well, I think you're spelling it wrong. I'm like, oh, I spelled it wrong, it's my favorite song, of course I'd know. So she goes on the internet to double check, and of course I was wrong. So if she wouldn't have done that, I would have had Silligum Diaboli on my left boob, right boob. So continuing on with terrible tattoos, here's my buddy Ryan Dunn that happens to have a lot of them. Do you even have any tattoos that you remotely think are your favorites? Or are they all just...
To be honest, I don't remember any of them. The only one I remember is my unlucky tattoo. I got upside down horseshoe, a cat's head, a spade, and a 13. I went to a bar, and some girl goes, is that a dick on your arm? No.
Boom.
That is literally not on purpose.
So this is what it's supposed to be, which is a cat. Now it's not a cat.
You know what? Right now, I'm going to unveil a tattoo that I haven't actually seen. I've never seen it. It's on my ass, and I've never seen it. I haven't looked at it. I've had it for a year. I've never looked at it. And I want you guys to tell me what the hell it says.
It says, I owe my life to TV. Thank you, Brian.
I got drunk with a guy named Brian, apparently.
This is how it started off. It already started off terrible. What the hell? He's got a noose right here. He's got a plus sign. He's got a red hot fucking chili pepper sign there with a bunch of weights
Look
underneath.
how much hair I have, too. Gross.
And then he's got a Blair Witch.
But wait a minute. That was 9 years before Blair Witch came out. That was supposed to be an anarchy sign, but I spilled the ink on my parents' floor.
And how old were you, 13?
12. What is that?
A fucking bumblebee.
Who the fuck knows what that is?
Why do you have the Silver Surfer holding a globe?
This is my cornhole team name, the Good Timers. Cornhole, if anybody knows what that is.
This one has to do with a scavenger hunt that we were on, and somebody was forced to get a crappy tattoo. So in order for him to win, he had to go get the stupidest thing he could think of, which happens to be...
Whoa. No, the scavenger hunt had to do with a mathematical equation. Most people got E = mc² or pi, and I realized that I'm not winning any awards in the brain category, so I figured keep it real, and I got this.
5 plus 4 equals 9.
I don't want to raise the bar. I don't want to raise the bar, people.